Welcome back to Indie Gamers everyone, and let's explore another ending for the Stanley parable.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Let's go up to the boss's office.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
We are in the meeting
Yet
room.
there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Now we are in the boss's office. This is the reception office.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 28. Stanley simply began entering random codes into the keypad, knowing full well the sheer statistical yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
So we are going down the same elevator. Another ending.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Let's go through this same...
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Okay, now there's another route called Escape here. Let's go through here this time and see what ending it leads to.
Although this passageway had the word Escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Really? Let's see what sort of violent death Stanley gets to meet. It's a very long hallway.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
No, I won't do that. I'm curious to see what happens at the end of this hallway.
Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Okay, some sort of automatic door opened. Okay, it's a hatch. We'll go through it. Whoa! So let's see.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. So he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
It stopped.
"Farewell, Stanley," cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws.
Oh, there's a
In
female
a single
narrator.
visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Okay, so this is some sort of, I don't know, let's see what is this. There are boxes stacked here. I think it's a warehouse. Okay, the game's name can be
and
seen.
Yet it would be just a few minutes
Written over
before
here.
Stanley would restart the game back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
I can't see for shit. Okay, let's just go ahead. I can see something.
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
What the hell is this? This looks like some sort of museum. Yeah, it is a museum. Whoa, it is the Stanley Parable Museum. Okay, let's read this. This blueprint shows the office from the beginning of the game. The path from Stanley's office to the two doors was the first part of the game that was built. Sections have been added and altered throughout developments, though the core layout remains almost identical to the first iteration. Okay. Corridor. The pacing of this opening section was important to get right. This corridor has been removed and altered to make sure the player reaches the two doors in a good time. This is some sort of creepy stuff. The set of two open doors was the very first concrete piece of the Stanley Parable's design. Once this room was created, the rest of the game emerged as an extension of it, an exploration of the contradiction this room posed. This is one of the cubicles. This is just labeled as the office with three doors, numbered 0, 001, 002 and 003. Okay, let's press these buttons. Oh. And I think these are the game credits. Okay. This is some office stuff we see here. This is the printing machine. Let's go up. Let's see here. A war zone. Okay, early in development we designed an ending, but Stanley would end up on the battlefield fighting aliens. The action game would become sentient and would wage war against the narrator. We realized shortly after starting to build it was far too jokey and on the nose for the tone of the game. Plus, some people interpreted it as making fun of people who like shooters, which was not our intention. Okay. Let's proceed ahead. This is the lounge. This is some office stuff. What is this? Apartment timer. Would it start again? Okay, it has a 15-second countdown. This is the cargo lift. Another pic of the cargo lift from a different angle. Now this looks like another layout. Zending model. The Zending went through many iterations. This room represents the fourth version of the ending and we thought it was complete, but decided to abandon and change it again shortly before launch. Okay, so this is the Zending. This is the escape menu. Okay, let's see if it looks like that. No, it doesn't. And these are sending levers. Do they work? No, not a single one works. Let's explore more. This is the countdown desk. This is that monitor room elevator, that single person. And yeah, that is the countdown room. This is a game design mock-up. Okay. What's this? This is Stanley's office. We can't go through because it's behind a glass exhibition. Okay, there are 3 versions of Stanley's office. We came through there. Now let's go down here. Okay. Let's go back. I saw, and yes, here it is. An exit.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free. Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let time
Whoa. I think that was an ending. One of the endings of the Stanley Parable. Okay, nothing is happening. So let's stop here. I request you to subscribe to our channel. Hope you enjoyed this video. See you tomorrow. Bye bye.